Have you ever looked at the news and wondered why history seems to repeat itself? Why do certain nations rise and fall in strangely familiar ways? And could there actually be an ancient pattern connecting the biggest events of our time? That's the question Jonathan Cahn explores in The Paradigm, the ancient blueprint that holds the mystery of our times. This isn't just another history book or political commentary. Instead, it takes listeners on a fascinating journey through ancient Israel, biblical history, and modern America, revealing what the author believes are remarkable parallels between the two. Whether you agree with every conclusion or simply enjoy thought-provoking ideas, this audiobook encourages you to see history from a completely different perspective. One of the biggest strengths of this audiobook is how it tells complex historical and biblical events like a story. Rather than overwhelming you with facts and dates, Jonathan Cahn gradually uncovers what he calls the paradigm, a pattern that he believes has repeated across centuries. As each piece falls into place, the connections become more intriguing, making it feel almost like listening to a mystery being solved. The narration also adds another layer to the experience. Instead of reading long chapters filled with historical details, you can simply listen while driving, exercising, or relaxing. The storytelling style keeps you engaged and makes even complicated ideas easier to follow. What makes this audiobook stand out is that it doesn't only ask what happened in history, it asks why it happened. It challenges listeners to think about leadership, culture, morality, and the direction societies take over time. Even if you're simply curious about biblical prophecy, historical patterns, or world events, you'll likely find yourself thinking long after each chapter ends. Another reason many people enjoy this audiobook is that it blends history, faith, and current events into one continuous narrative. Instead of treating them as separate topics, it connects them in a way that keeps you wondering what revelation comes next. Whether you're interested in biblical studies, historical mysteries, or books that challenge your perspective, The Paradigm offers an experience that's both educational and captivating. It's the kind of audiobook that sparks conversations and encourages you to look beyond the headlines. If you've ever asked yourself whether history follows a hidden pattern, or whether ancient events still influence the modern world, this audiobook is worth your time. You can find the full audiobook through the link in the description. If you're eligible for the free audiobook trial, it's a great opportunity to experience this thought-provoking listen without paying upfront. Don't miss the chance to discover why so many listeners continue discussing The Paradigm. Sometimes one audiobook can completely change the way you see history, and maybe even the present.